fans, take a second and look at this absolute masterpiece. I need this in the United States right now. This is a Michael movie display in a movie theater in Shanghai, China. Replicating the exact poses of the poster and even having the freaking logo and little title card itself there. Even having pictures from the trailer on display, making this a whole Michael Jackson section.
Can you feel it? What's up, everybody? It's been a minute, Tori. It has been a minute for both of us. I took a time out for personal reasons, but I think it made me a better person.
I need to come back from my timeout. I've been in a terrible timeout the past year.
There's no such thing as a terrible timeout. It's going to make you who you are.
Hopefully that's a good then.
That's a great thing. Your body knows what to do and when to do it. Trust the process. Trust the process. Hello, everybody. What's good? What's good? What's good? Sorry for the delay. I had to add more stuff to this presentation because I don't know how to make these things simple. But I'm like, I haven't been here for a minute. So Tori was gracious enough to join me. She has a tight schedule today, so we're going to try to stay on course. We're here.
Hi, y'all.
Here we go. We are doing a live reaction to the new teaser. I was actually at work today and yesterday, so I'm finally back. Like, we'll I have questions. Oh, shut up.
Wait a minute.
Shut up. Ah! Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Unexpected too. Thank you. It's a long day at work. We'll get into that into a second. But we just want to give a shout out to Brandon. I have a feeling we're going to see Brandon doing big things for the Michael Jackson biopic. He's done an outstanding job just covering this, giving us some major information, some information I will be sharing later on this live. So I'm like so excited about the year of Michael, right? This is what it's about. Right. I'm not ready either. What's up, D? The question of the day, because some of y'all are living your best lives in Florida, showing off it's no snow out there, and others are fighting for their lives. Was anyone affected? Were you affected, Tori? Was anybody in the chat? Anybody affected by this unbelievable snow drop?
Yeah, I had to go to work in it 2 days in a row, and fully open, fully operational, full hours. And people, I'm not gonna say too much. Never mind.
Listen, I'm
gonna just say I'm not that essential. Why y'all here?
Let me tell y'all, I found out, just in case you don't know, I'm so blessed. I did not say a lot of things on camera. You could lose your job about talking about your job. Now, granted, Tori and I have never disclosed where we work. Mm-hmm. However, you still can get fired, especially if you say something that's unfavorable. So I said, girl, hold your tongue.
No, I almost slipped up and said something else.
Well, it sucked because now where I work, it's considered luxury goods. So it's not essential, but there's essential stuff in the place. So then that's why they opened it. But the good news is we got to leave early. Woo, 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 woo. Because originally this live was supposed to be at 9:30. And I was like, say what? But then I did a Trisha. And I decided, and I actually have slides of it, let's make some content in New York. I didn't even last 2 minutes. First of all, I bought these boots from Amazon for $35. I was going to buy some moon boots, but I was like, oh, those are the ones I wanted $285. Let's be a responsible person and not spend, get luxury goods when you're not really financially stable right now. So I got $35 boots. I tried to be a responsible, adult. Child. The snow started getting in the boots. The freaking gloves were the worst. I felt myself crying. Then I was like, oh, I can't even Uber because there's no way they can get down the streets. You have to figure out how to get home. So thank God, the walk wasn't long, but when you're cold, because it was bad. I'll just leave it there. So I will be reviewing the boots. Listen, look, I think I'm gonna put it on Gadget, Trish. They're good if you're in a pinch, but they're not good if you're like in a blizzard. Like I was like, oh hell nah. Like, so I didn't even get video of me in the boots. I was too cold to control the camera. I was just like, I can't do this. I'm cold. But I tried. I tried to make content since we got to work early. I tried. It's like, that's all I can say. I tried, and trying beats not trying. I was expecting the freezing cold in my area, but I wasn't expecting this. Oh, snowstorm. Oh my God. Please say you had enough food. Please say you had enough food. Because I don't have a picture here. So this not Trader Joe's, Whole Foods is right behind me, literally. So I went there. I said, oh, let's get some vegan bacon and let's go get some more salad stuff. Yay. I get there. They were like, sorry, we're closed. When Whole Foods is closed, we have a problem. They're open freaking everything. It could be like a earthquake, and they'll be like, you know what? The earth split like it did in Stranger Things in season 4, but we're going to be open. Just please, like, don't hit the lava. That's Whole Foods. And so they were closed. Taco Bell was closed. Chipotle was closed. We had one bougie vegan place that was open. I kind of wish I knew they were open because I would have spent my money there. I got food somewhere else. You name the place, they were closed. Midtown never closes. And honestly, I was like, oh my God, you're putting 20 on 10. It's not even that freaking bad. Oh, it's bad. But when I went there, it was starting to like snow ice. So ice was hitting my face, bro. I was like, no way. Yeah, stay inside, y'all. Please, if you're not at work, I was at work, by the way. If you're not at work, an essential worker, please just don't do it. Let me see. My Wi-Fi went out, but it's back in my house. It's very cold and 8 degrees. No way, Jaden. No way. That sucks. I mean, I'm glad your Wi-Fi is back on, but I'm very, very, very concerned about it being so cold. Just a heads up, a full trailer may be coming next week between the 3rd and the 6th. Do I have to put in requests to come in late to work, y'all? Because I can't request off. That's why I had to come into work today, because I've been off for a minute. Definitely was snowed in for sure, man. I'm in Texas. Ain't no snow. It's just cold. That sucks because you're not known to be cold. And icy on the roads. No way. And people can't drive on ice. You can't even walk on ice. I had a freak accident, maybe the last snowstorm we had, which is like maybe 2-3 weeks ago. It wasn't even a storm, but it was bad enough for me to be in a bad accident. I was walking on ice, busted my knee. I should have took pictures. That is not looking good. Man, listen, went to store yesterday and stocked up, and I'm in the crib today and told my job, see you Tuesday. Good for you. Because let me tell you what happened. Because enough workers did not come in most of the stores and fast food places, they had to close. So like I personally didn't get paid in full, but the people that really work in the place that I work in, they got paid for the whole day, even if they were there for 2 hours. But it is what it is. I mean, I could have asked my boss, but I'm just like, just whatever, let it go. Man, I'm sorry. I had a few inches, but power still on. Fantastic. That was their biggest concern. That was the biggest concern. That was even my biggest concern because New York, when we have a blackout, it is not good. What else? What else? Hey, what's up, Perkins? Took the day off. Good for you, Kim. Do what you got to do.
I got lucky today.
Oh, thank you. Listen, we're aware that you guys appreciate us, but I think the timeout was necessary. That's what I'm going to say. I'm not going to overshare today. We're going to stay on course, but we'll be back. We'll be back. This is The Wiz woman, because you're right. The Wiz woman, because it was if you stayed out too long, you might get blown away. That is such a good reference, and you were right. It's like what was it? Toto. It didn't start off cold. That's why I went to work. But when I came back, I heard my aunt. Oh shoot, I forgot to tell her I'm home. I heard my aunt saying, "Oh my gosh, you in this job?" Like it's not that. Hold on, let me just text my aunt because I told her I was tell her when I was home. It's like my bad. But yeah, my aunt had taken the place of my mom, so I felt her getting mad that I even went outside. She said, "Oh, you better not be outside," and I'm like, I'm at work." She goes, "Are you getting off early?" Yes, but then I got stuck in the city, and then I ended up doing videos for like 2 seconds. I couldn't even get that right, but whatever. I got a question: who's gonna play preteen Michael in the biopic? But I think I'm going to say Jay just something will play younger Michael from 60 to 71. And I think someone will play Michael. Do you know who the preteen Michael is? Tori? I don't remember.
I mean, so far no one else has been announced. I feel like if there was, they probably would have announced it. So I'm assuming there might be a time jump or something from when he was a kid until maybe like young adult.
Yeah. I mean, I'm excited. Well, I'll talk to you why I'm super excited in a second, but I can't wait to share. Anyway, I heard about Queens. Queens, I heard got hit back. So one of my friends, they were like, "Yo, Trish, you come to the store?" I was like, "No." And then they showed me what their place looked like versus mine. I was like, "Nah, doggy. Yeah, you can't come out." I heard Queens got it real bad. It's funny, we're all part of New York, but depending where you are will determine if you can get around. Hot mess. Honestly, though, I don't care where you are, just stay home. Like all it gets bad. We're in inches of snow. My sister's been plowing and salting snow since 12 last night. No way. Yeah, it was bad yesterday. It was like 2 degrees right now in Kansas. That's crazy, bro. No, I hope you guys are safe and warm. Um, yes, thank you for bringing that up. I forgot to put that in the slide. The Wiz is available to see on for free on YouTube. Thank you. You are so right. I so forgot that. Have you? Oops, sorry. Have you guys heard the rumors of the official trailer coming next week? Yeah, we just got that tip like literally 5 minutes earlier? Yes, we did hear. No, I did not see the new trailer, but Tori did. The King Michael said there is no preteen Michael. Okay. Okay, the J would. How do you say Juno's name, right?
Giuliano.
Julian, okay. Will be preteen Michael. Okay. Or just a time jump. Yeah, I see the time jump probably about 17, 18. You know, it's crazy. I was complaining how long the biopic could be if they made it one part instead of two. And I just found out there's a heavy rumor that Marvel's Doomsday will be 3 hours and 45 minutes.
I rest my case once again. And I guess we're going to be going there in droves.
I am. However, I will be getting the kidney flush, which is basically, what's that stuff? We call it a drip. Basically, we got to get hydrated. They're like $200 to $300, but it's to make sure that your body's properly hydrated. Because I know from Avatar, I'm going to have a problem. I just couldn't stay still. I was in so much pain. But then again, I'm detoxing now, so I feel great. So just keep healthy, I guess. But I think Jafar, he could possibly pull it off. I think he can pull it off. I don't think Jafar was our concern. We were just worried about the story. Like that, like who's the story focused on? That has been the number one concern.
Oh.
Right? Right?
Hopefully, because there's a certain way that, we've seen documentaries. You have the documentaries that go in to the nitty gritty and they really humanize him and they show all aspects of him. Then you got the ones that just like, superstar Michael. Yeah, superstar Michael. They don't show Michael the brother, Michael the son, Michael the humanitarian. You know, they might show that, but that's when, you know what? I hope in the full trailer we see a glimpse of like a humanitarian, like even just a clip, because from the ones we've seen so far, we've only seen it on the stage. I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna shut up until we get into it. Anyway.
Yeah. Thank you. You stay safe too. Everyone, please stay safe. No, wait, what? The Michael biopic will be 3.5 hours max. Part
I would
one.
not be mad.
I mean, I know for Avatar, I will be okay in the sense of a long movie that's well edited and has a lot going on. You won't feel that way. I think my concern is, will my body be able to handle it? But like I said, I'm detoxing with this company, and my feet don't get swollen anymore. So something's working for the better. Shout out to Alkaline Eclectic. Uh, Let me see. Oh, George did see it. I can't wait to see this. We're just gonna skip through some of these only because I'd rather have more of a discussion after the trailer, just in case people are like, "Trisha, we just here to see the trailer." Okay, so if something super important, you're gonna probably have to write it again. Oh my god! Your part didn't come up yet, but spoiler alert, y'all. Please go check out MJ Fangirl's latest video with Randall, co-host Randall, for focusing on Travis Payne. If you want a little nugget about the biopic or just the overall relationship with Travis Payne and Michael, and just a little bit about, you'll learn some stuff about how Travis came to got into the business, how he met Michael, and of course, there is a little Easter egg about the movie. So please check it out. Please check it out. Oh my gosh. But we are going to take just a pause because I definitely want to get through the reaction part, and then we could talk and chat and chill. But let's see. So mentioned in our last live, this is the year of Michael. This, I guess, promo or launch came out January 1st. Very clever that was done. Happy New Year. Happy Year of Michael. I was just like such a good tie-in. I wish I had more water, but
You got everybody in this chat.
huh?
I'm just looking at the chat. It's a whole bunch of people. We got MJ Fangirl. We got the regulars in here. We got some people that there's some people I've never seen before.
Oh, well, if you guys never seen this, I would like you to introduce you to a couple of awesome YouTubers that are in this space. Right now, my name is Gadget Trish for the I Love the Jackson channel. My co-host is Tori from Invincible Jackson. We both have channels about the Jackson family. If you're looking for something more Michael-centered, but also focused on the family, we have MJ Fangirl, has phenomenal content, and she's had the whatchamacallit, she's had the interview with Travis Payne. That's actually today. And we also have Strong J, the lady of pop. She does phenomenal AI of Michael Jackson and how she sees him in her special way. Who else is in here? Oh, we have Kimberly Wright. She's an artist and tribute artist, for not only Michael Jackson, but the entire Jackson family. Who else is in here, Tori? I know.
I saw Rocky earlier.
Oh, shoot. If I can find Rocky. And there was the first, is this RJ? No, right? Is it?
I think that's Jay. I think it makes it show the at.
Okay, so this is Jay. Jake sometimes does collabs with us, and he be on TikTok and stuff. And they said Rocky's in here. Hopefully, I can find her because she does AI for MJ as well. Shoot, I'm going through it all. And if there's other YouTubers in the Michael Jackson family space, just say, hey, me too. Christy, right? Wait, I think I saw Christy. Is this Christy from Europe? Am I mixing this Christy up?
That's Christy from... Wait, am I bugging? Is there two Christys in here, or did it just... Or did
I know one Christy is a tribute artist, but I don't know if I'm mixing this up. Christy, did I mess this up? Oh man, I'm sure.
okay, never mind. I'm getting two people mixed up. Let me
Right? If anybody else wants a shout out, because we have a lot of Michael Jackson YouTubers and Janet Jackson people up in this community, and we want people to know, hey, there's more of us.
There's Ray from Moonwalkers. The @ is at Sindar_Enigma.
Oh shit, I missed it. All right, y'all. If you want to shout out your channels, this is the time to do it. Yeah, wait, y'all peeps, TMZ trying to cash in on Michael's. Whatever.
Like clockwork, they've been bothering that family since the.
Oh, now like after all the damage you've done, not only just the celebrities in general, like do better.
They didn't give Jermaine no rest. Jermaine be trying to walk down the streets of Beverly Hills and all that in LA with Jafar and Your Majesty eating ice cream. They just be harassing him. Leave that man alone. The man was walking down the street eating his ice cream. Walked out of a store, ice cream is done, and they still bothering him.
Heck yeah. And you know what pisses me off? Like Jermaine put in his time. Like for real. Like leave him alone. Like, come on. Show respect to the legends. And I don't mean that I mean that like in a very sincere, respectful way. Like these people put in 50 years of freaking entertainment. Chill out. Like if y'all want to troll people, troll somebody like. Well, don't troll. Like, don't troll. Like, let me just not sit. Don't troll. Be nice. Be kind. Like, what am I talking about? Do not troll anybody. Legends or not. All right. So that's our little introduction to some. I'm sure I miss people that have channels and TikToks and stuff. That are in this space. If I miss somebody, definitely let me know. I'll start and we'll circle back to it. All right. So new Michael teaser. Duh. Yeah, Trish is the only idiot who didn't see that.
Why you guys try watching it? No,
I mean, y'all kind of covered this. Did you see the teaser? And from what we gathered, I'm the only one who didn't. So let me just catch up then. Let me catch up. Here we go. Yes. I was like, y'all saw the teaser. I'm the only person who hasn't. Hashtag work life. All right. Hopefully this will not be an issue. What are y'all seeing? I'm kind of curious. Oh, it's the whole screen. All right, let me fix that. There we go. Are we ready, y'all? Are we ready? Yes. No way. Y'all I hope y'all not glazing. This better be good for real. All right, let's go. Oh, sorry. My bad. No way. No way. No way. So let me just turn the music off or chanting off. We know we're in the bad era. We can tell by that outfit. No way. Look at the freaking eyes. He got those Michael eyes. No way.
He got the Bambi eyes.
Not the Bambi.
He got it.
No way.
But do you see the stadium?
Yo.
That's Dodger Stadium.
Look at the Bambi eyes. Can we just marinate on this? I'm just going to keep it there for a little while.
Trish, peep his cheek. You remember how Mike had that? I don't know what. It might have been like a little mole when he was a kid, and then I don't know if he got it removed, and it kind of was that little dent in his face when he got older. I swear they got that in there. I swear. Matter of fact, let me see if I can find it.
Oh gosh, I'm gonna play it one more time. No way. No way. Come on, where's the sound? Sorry, do over. It keeps muting. Stop. I'm not crying. I'm just in awe of what I'm witnessing. This man hasn't even spoke. And I'm like, who else they could have cast better than this freaking man?
There was no one else. It only had to be Jafar. I'm sorry. I know that sounds a bit extreme. It only could be Jafar.
What did Travis Payne say in today's interview? Literally born to play the role. Something to that extent. Oh my God. I know I'm butchering the quote. Oh my gosh. The Dodger Stadium is the victory tour. You got the beat. Yes.
That means we're going to get to see Tito with the baseball guitar. Yes, okay. It was a beauty mark thing, and then I'll show you in the picture. I just found it. Why did I take this down?
No, I can't handle this. I'm so glad I waited till after I work because I could not be on an emotional high like this and be like, "Hi, the elevators are straight to the right, bathrooms are downstairs. You lost your child? That's child security straight ahead." I get at least a whole 24 hours without just to marinate on this. This is awesome.
Because I'm gonna be honest. No, I'm not gonna be honest. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. Actually.
So you gotta pay attention. The walk is bad era, but the close up, looks like he's in the Pepsi commercial where he got burned. And yes, he has the beauty dent from where the mo was. Yes.
Okay. Yes.
He looks like him. When he looked up, I think the shot was from the Victory Tour Pepsi. With the bad outfit though?
Huh? No, that shot where he was looking when you saw his eyes, that was from
two different things. Got you. This is bad, what I'm looking at though. There's no other era that looks like that.
Right. The ponytail was on point. It had the Jerry curl juice.
So I hear you saying this is a whole different shot. Okay, you little moonwalkers, nothing gets past ya. Nothing gets past ya. You little slide devils. You little moonwalkers. They were like, Trisha, pay attention. It's two different things going on. Trisha, pay attention.
It's okay. It's okay. The hype got you.
They were like, Trisha, look again. Look again. You're right, though. This is a whole different era. We're probably in the mid 80s, 84-ish era. The Pepsi burn. Yes, I think we're gonna see it because nothing gets past y'all. Family jeans for sure. So there's a couple other Jacksons. We would like to point out these Bambi eyes. So if you see it, don't faint. Shout out to Austin Brown. Austin Brown, I almost fainted when I first saw you. God, you look like your uncle. Yes. Shout out to Janet Jackson. Almost passed out because she got the same daggone eyes. I'm gonna have to give TJ has it a little bit. He has them a little. Who else got Bambi eyes?
Who all did you say? Jafar, Austin. Oh, Janet. Yashi.
Yes. Sorry.
Oh my gosh.
And when you see it, you're just stuck.
I'm trying to think.
I penetrate your soul. You're like, what's going on? I can't move. I feel like I'm in a Sinners movie. Just I'm like, what everybody's going on? Like,
Yeah, BG got him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to
Oh,
think who
Paris
else.
Jackson. Listen, so I met Paris, met twice, but encountered her 3 times. The second time I looked in her eyes, I nearly passed out. Because now we got a blue version of these daggone eyes, and they're piercing. I'm just like, whoa, stunningly beautiful. I was like, Paris got them on steroids. Um, Not all Jacksons have it, but the ones who have it, whoo, those eyes, those eyes. They all got beautiful teeth too. Jesus. I feel like they made that clip of him walking towards the stage for the only promotion run that wouldn't be in the actual film, but holy, does it make you feel like that roar and peak?
Wait,
Yes.
you don't think it'll be in the movie?
I hope it is.
I'm gonna cry. Don't say that.
Yeah, Jafar, no one else could have did this. No one else. I just saw YouTube right before this live, and I kind of wish I took notes of it because my TV is not connected to any of my accounts, but it was just about the risk and the position that Jafar is putting himself in playing this role. I found out, and I know Tori knew this. I think she even mentioned this once, but I forgot about this until today. That Jafar wanted to be a golfer. This is not what he wanted, but he's clearly a natural. He's a natural. He he has a lot of qualities of his father, Jermaine and Michael, big time. It's a natural gift. So yes, you're probably great as a golfer, but my gut's telling me you're supposed to be an entertainer, singer, dancer kind of guy. And if you can always go back to golfing if you want to, but
And truly, we do have to thank Jermaine for being the one. I don't know if he just, I don't know if he just saw something and was just like, I want you to try singing, or if he was just like, I wonder how it would be if you started singing. Just see if you like it or something like that, or how you would do. But he had him sing. It was a deep cut. It's from Skywriter. It's called Touch, I think. It's a Jackson 5 song. And I think he had 2 weeks to learn it. And then he made him sing it. And then he started doing piano like self-taught after that. So we gotta give it to Jermaine for seeing something.
yeah. I remember the first time they were on the stage, him, Jermaine, Jafar. It was Jafar, Jermaine, Your Majesty. And I said, holy, a new generation. I mean, Jafar is considered second gen. So third gen would be like TJ's daughter. I feel like one of TJ's kids might be in the business. Who knows? But yeah, this is still second gen, but you know, I get excited to see the Jacksons carry on the torch. I think it's actually harder for them because the music industry, unfortunately, I don't want to say crumbling because they say the same thing about the movie theater companies. And I'm like, I'm not saying it's crumbling, but it's challenging now. Plus, you have the added
Yeah.
pressure of being a Jackson and the expectations of what a Jackson should be. Um, I commend them because like I said, when the Jacksons got into the industry, I don't think they knew what we know now. Now we know a lot, and it'd be like, child, you can go into that business at your own risk. Good luck. Like, yeah, we know there's a lot of dangerous elements about the industry, mainly just artists just not having money and just not, we're not going to talk about the bad stuff. We're just talking about just the obvious bad stuff, like just not getting paid properly or their masters getting taken. Like, if you can't make money down the line, then what's the point? The whole point is you do a lot of hard work when you're young, you get to retire. And unfortunately, a lot of artists don't get to retire them. They have to tour, they have to do all this stuff pretty much till they die. It's crazy. Honestly, if Jafar's present on screen for 10 seconds has this effect, I can't I can't.
Man.
It's moments spliced together. Yes. And I didn't realize that they were like, Trisha, do you want to look again? And I'm like, oh, you're right. La 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 Trisha. The trailer is coming out Super Bowl week. It's funny you mentioned that. We definitely have a slide about that. See the blue. Yeah, I realized that once y'all were like, Trish, you might want to clean your eyes. I can't even blame there's still snow in my eyes. I've been took it out. The Pepsi incident scene, the way Jafar, yeah, looked up, not no. You know why I got distracted? I saw those eyes and I went, oh, the eyes. He got the eyes. Oh, by the way, I forgot to say hi to my main channel, Gadget Trish. We're on 2 channels today. I was like, oh
wait. Oh, that's why I kept getting notification. I said, wait.
Yeah, I'm into because this is a movie thing, so I have a movie channel. I said, why am I doing this twice? What are we talking about? No. Can't look Jen in the eyes. Yes. When I seen her last year, I think it was the year before. I ain't gonna lie. I was freaking out. I was like, and she's right in front of me.
She be staring into your soul. I'm like, is she judging me? Is she just trying to give me undivided attention? What's going on?
That's the thing about those pretty big Bambi eyes. Like, you don't have to do much. You just look at somebody and you're like, yeah. Do I know what I'm gonna wear to the movie yet? Not even a little bit. Well, it depends where I am. If I'm in New York, I'm just gonna just do a cosplay. Even though we've been pushing Mike Gallo, which we will talk about in a second. If I'm in a colder region, I'm telling you right now, I'm not freezing. I'm not. I've been doing movie fits for this winter. I know it's only been, 3 weeks into the year, but I did a movie fit for Marty Supreme, and then my favorite. I only did 2 fits, but this one was so fun. SpongeBob SquarePants. Oh, I loved it. So I don't know. I might take a month off from doing the movie thing because I need to. I have a partnership with a company. I really need to focus getting my weight off and getting healthy. So there's that. But I don't know. I know I'm leaning towards a Michael Jackson costume, keeping it real with you, and maybe put my own Trisha spin on it. But I don't know. Yes. Listen, when and then when Paris smiles, it lights up a room like no other. It lights up a room. I was like, yes, you got that. All right. What's wrong, Kitty? What's wrong? Golfing could be his hobby. Yeah. Golfing's a great career, and if he really, really is passionate about doing it, he could do them both. He can do them both. We're in a different era, Artists have a little bit more control of what they can do, what they can, and when they want to do it. I know this method acting was off the charts for this film. Jafar probably needed therapy to get out of the role. Yeah. I had this conversation with someone recently. When people pass away, you do learn things you didn't know before. And sometimes you'd be like, I had no idea. And it's never good stuff. It's stuff that made you go, what? So I'm sure he learned stuff about his uncle. And, he legitly is related and has his own memories of his Michaels. I'm sure he needs therapy and maybe even a soul cleanse. Not to be funny. It's a lot. I could never imagine playing any role of any of my ancestors that I knew personally. That's actually something. You did miss quite a bit, but we could do we'll play the teaser on the way out. I'll try to remember. I hope actually let me just star that so I know to come back to it. I hope he'll be all right. I can't wait till his first Michael. Yeah. I think my only concern about Jafar is just the scrutiny that comes with being a Jackson and then, the media just being messy. And I've already heard a few things when he was first announced that he was going to play Michael. And I'm just like, can we just do better? Can we just do better? Why don't we just dig in your life? And I'm sure we're going to find skeletons, funerals. What are we doing? No one's life is clean. Shut up. Shut up. Uh, by the way, Jermaine Jackson has returned to Instagram, but the crowd went wild. I'm weak.
Wow.
Jafar was born for this role. I agree, absolutely. I think the movie's going to end in 89. I agree with that as well. I don't think it is, but I agree. Based on the clothes, the era, it's safe to talk about. There shouldn't be a reason. At least get us to 89, maybe even 90 if you could. But and then if you decide to do a part two, 92, whatever. What's
I swear that
okay, sweetie?
I swear if this movie's split and they intend to do the part two, they better come through with it. It better not be they better come through with it, because that's when it gets into like the nitty gritty of his life. And I feel like he deserves to have the second part of his life told. That story needs to be told. Now I know certain things allegedly, you know, we heard the comments about certain things that were filmed and stuff that technically legally couldn't be included. Now I'm not saying those things got to be in there. They got to, you know, they got to be careful with that. But I do believe that certain things should be talked about, like, you know, how he fought to keep his catalog, how he, like, how things got hard, really hard for him, you know. I think that they should show him as a father, because they did have kids that were casted to be, I think, well, we assume that they would be his kids. Showing him as a father, I think, is one of the most important things, because that was one of the most important things that he was probably the proudest thing that he was, you know, out of all the aspects of him. I think he was probably proudest to be the father. But, you know, I hope they do have it.
I remember in that, what's that movie? It was Returning to Neverland, the one with the Navi guy.
Searching.
Searching for Neverland, and it did show more of Michael's aspect as a dad. And I actually really liked that. I know y'all were like not too crazy about the tribute artist, but I thought it told enough of a story without being distracted. This wasn't, you know, Flex playing Michael. This was actually a decent tribute. No disrespect, Mr. Flex, but you know what I'm saying. Flex, even your own family clown doing that one. But you know, unfortunately, Flex was over powdered makeup. That's not his fault. That's the makeup artist's fault. That's the director's fault for even allowing that to happen. But the point is, I don't think Navi was a distracting figure, and it was a good story. Um, I could tell how Prince loves the fans, the type of father
Yes.
that Michael was, and you know, even Paris and BG. I think the difference between Paris and BG is because all of them get disrespected. Paris gets disrespected the most. I think what people criticize about Paris isn't fair because like you guys come at her in a very disrespectful way, and then you get mad when she does it back. Second gen heads up, they don't play. They don't play, nor should they. Like you can't come like first of all, the first gen didn't have social media the way the second gen does. And second of all, I'm sorry, if we're claiming to love Michael or any extension of Michael Jackson, then you can't come out your face the way you do to the family. It's mad disrespectful. If you don't like a particular family member, then all you have to do is just don't follow them. That's it. There's no need to attack them, especially his children. You're not always going to agree with what they have to say, and that's okay too. But it's just like, I know Michael's children love him because they do events. And sometimes, like, you know, I remember BG came out, what, 2 birthdays ago? You could tell it was out of his comfort zone, but he still showed the fans love. And he put, you know, he put his own personal discomfort on the side in honor of his dad. So, and BG was there for a minute, man. I need to edit that. I never had a chance. Um, but you know, Michael's children are a great extension of what kind of dad he was, because they were like, you know, we may want our privacy, but we know this is important to the fans, and we're going to show up for our dad. But again, and I think they would be more around, because you guys are like, well, we want Paris and more Beachy around. Then stop disrespecting them. Period. Stop. Be nice, be kind, and then they'll come around. I'm like, I remember when they were younger, they were always around. They were always there. And then it's just like y'all coming out your face. Do better. Like, oh, you don't like this particular Jackson? Then guess what? Don't follow them. But there's no need to attack them. No need to attack them. It's not kind. We got to do better. Like I said, don't bully everybody. Don't troll anybody. Be kind. Like, period. Hey, Gadget. I'm so excited for this. I took the day off from work and everything. No way. What's up, sis? That's a fellow. I'm going to say she's a Michael Jackson tribute artist, but she does more cosplay, excellent cosplay. So please follow my sis. My sis, she be doing a thing. She's in some of our vlogs too. Actually, me and you need to do something for Comic-Con, because even though she goes way above me, she be committing. Go Power Rangers. I won't be able to stop myself from dancing and singing. Listen, y'all can sing and dance all you want, but I swear to God, if there's important dialogue, if you got movie goers in there, they're not going to be happy with us. That's all I'm going to say. That is why Michael Jackson did the business that he did, which was trying to convince others to do the same. But this is where you're too scared. And let me tell you something. Let's talk some real Black history, because Black history is in a couple of days. The issues that specific, I want to say all artists, but even harder for Black artists, is that not only Black artists struggle to have any type of rights and power, we like, God forbid you even try to open up a business. Scrutiny. There's a lot that comes with being Black in America. I don't know how it is in Europe and other parts of the world, but here the history is so dark and bad. And it's just like, even with some of the new, dog whistling of, wanting America to go back to what it was. What do you mean by that? So I just saw Sinners the other day, and I wasn't going to see it, but just something said see it. There's so much history in that movie. I thought it was, I couldn't tell if it was going to work for me, because in the church community they were like, no. But it's interesting. It shows both good and bad. Like, for example, well, I'm not gonna give Sinners away, but it spoke to both sides, religious sides and non-religious sides, or the secular side. That's a better way of saying that. And it was just like, but it was showing history, like real American history. And it sucks. So I don't want to say too much about the movie, but basically it was Black people trying to get ahead, and and the obstacles they faced. So even though they found resources to, better themselves and start owning things, it wasn't going to happen. That's all I'm going to say. It wasn't going to happen. I didn't give too much away. But this has always been an issue in this country, and especially with artists, and even worse with Black artists. So Michael did everything right, but look how it ended for him. Look how it ended. Like, it was just so much scrutiny. Like, we'll never know the full story of Michael Jackson, because he had a lot of power. He had a lot of influence. He had a lot of assets. He owned a lot of the Sony catalog. That came at a cost. That came at a real cost. I don't think that man probably had any. He had pockets of peace, but he never had real peace. And even in his death, they still had the nerves to disrespect him. Still had the nerves to disrespect this man in death. I think Michael's the first artist they came for in death. Who does this? Who does this? And Tori said it in the last live, no artist has been treated as poorly and as unkind as Michael Jackson. Not one person. Mm-hmm. And the people that should be treated unkind, y'all just be like, oh.
I would be putting them on a pedestal.
It's like, he only killed 10 people. And those 10 people were bad, so they did us a favor. Like, what? Well, those women were asking for it. I mean, they were sluts. So, sluts don't deserve rights. What? Like, what are we doing? Yeah. whatever. Like, if Janet ever looked me in the eye, then I'm having a baby. Janet's very beautiful. I will say that. I consider myself a straight woman, but I ain't gonna lie. Janet's like, she's beautiful. Like you see her, it's like, oh, okay. You pretty. Actually, all of Michael's sisters are very beautiful women. All of them. They all got those beautiful big Bambi eyes. Latoya has them. Rebe has them. All the sisters got them big, pretty eyes. Am I going to Berlin? First of all, I would love to go, but there's a problem. So in America, because of our awesome condition we are here with our awesome administration, our passport is weak. And sometimes when Americans leave this country, we can't come back. So I don't know if I'm going to Germany. Now, the good news is if I do get stuck in Europe, I do have a best friend in Europe, so I would just have to live with her. But if I go to Germany, then I'm going to have to bring Gigabyte just in case these people don't want me back in my own country. So I don't know if it's worth me getting stuck. So that's scary that people are getting their passports rejected because nobody seems to like the country. Like, it's ridiculous. I don't know. I don't think that's a good idea. Like, I would love to go, but I don't think that's a good I'm like, bro. And like I said, if I go, I'm gonna have to bring my dog because I'm like, which I would do though. I mean, the most I could do is get me and Giga prepared to try to leave, but I don't know if I want to risk it. I said for a movie. No, I wouldn't mind going to Berlin if I could be part of the Jackson family clan. So there's no way I can get stuck in another country. I'd be like, I want them. I'm the Jackson family personal videographer. I'll be right next to Tim. Like, Tim's doing video, I'm doing pictures. Wait, it'll be me, Tim, and Will. We'll be like, we're here to document. I remember to open. You're an original. Then I remember you opened an MJ hot toy. I still have it. I can give you a little backstory to that day. So I got super, super sick. Back then, I had asthma, but didn't know I had it. So I wasn't the manager yet. Another girl was the manager, but she was ambitious like me. I was sick, and then there was another ambitious person there. So unfortunately, all of us called out the same day, and we got in a lot of trouble with that account. So even though that was my breakthrough video, that video changed everything overnight. I got in a lot of trouble with my real job because what are the chances 3 people, which is the whole team that day, called out, and at the time it was a huge account. So like someone had to be there. And the people that were in charge of us, they were like, "Oh, we're not happy with your people." We almost all got fired that day. That was fun. Yes, 3 months away. Gotta do a big one for the movie premiere. Listen, let's say I just stay in New York. Look, let me tell you, I don't have any footage of it right now. No, because it's not even up yet. But I went to Regal on Popcorn Day, which is the Monday that just passed. Yeah, right? It was a recent Monday. And I dressed up as a Wookiee. I took over the theater. I started dancing all around the theater. I was having a blast. I was the only one dressed like that. And I had the time in my life. Listen, if you're that person that's from a small town, still make it a moment. Still have fun, make content. And it's like you could tell I was on a high. I love dressing up. I am so whimsical in that way. And I was just like, I mean, did I feel a little stupid? Nobody dressed up? Just a little bit. But I had fun. That's all that mattered. So whether I'm here in my little local theater or Germany with Giga, we're gonna turn it up. We're gonna turn it up. Like, yeah. No, I see. I know it's you. I can tell by your name. Yeah, I was like, child, Miss Cosplay herself. I hope Jafar is prepared to what is to come. Yeah, I think he already knows. When they first announced it, honestly, some of the freaking stuff that came out was disgusting. Disgusting. Come on, y'all, do better. I hope Dee Dee pursues music. She has a very nice voice, and I haven't heard her voice yet at full capacity. And that was the person I was thinking about, Dee Dee as possible being the first third gen. Side note, your shirt has a favorite Michael pick of mine. Oh, that's cool. I got this years ago from Urban Outfitters, man. And like every year I'm like, I'm gonna let it go, and I go, no, I'm not. I love it. I love this shirt too much. Will the second part biopic? I don't know. I think this one's rated PG-13 though, but I don't think they'll ever do R. Not unless they're gonna do the steamy stuff we be seeing in them AIs. Pew, 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 pew.
Ciao.
I was like, well, in that case, put the R. I doubt it because they do probably want it to be kid friendly. Yeah, agreed, Tori. I want them to really tell it. I wish they could go no hands bar, no holds bar. I agree. As they said legally, I guess they can't, which sucks. But I say, and I feel like I don't want to say nothing. I have a lot to say in that, but I'm going to wait till it airs. I don't want to put any negative juju on this. I'll wait till it airs, and then we can say whatever we need to say.
I guess my worry is that, I mean, unless they filmed all of part 2, but still, I don't know. My worry is that they say, oh yeah, we're going to do the part 2, and we're waiting to see that other half of his life portrayed, and then something comes up to where it can't happen. Or like it gets like, how we dealt with the writer strikes and this strike, that strike, that happened. We also, it's been a while now, we dealt with a pandemic, or there are powers that be that want to try and stop it. So that's kind of what like made me concerned, like, all right, y'all gonna do this part 2, it better come out.
If they do part 2, piggyback on what you just said, don't put a deadline. This is where Disney gets in trouble. This is where a lot of movies get in trouble. If you're going to do a part 2, take the time you need. Don't worry about, there's a rumor that part 2 might even come out this year, keeping it real with you. I saw that very recently. But don't rush. Get it done right. Just like you guys delayed it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Almost a whole year. Keep making decisions like that. Don't worry about us being disappointed. Just be worried about it being right. That's what all we're worried about. Is it right? Cool. But
can part 2 have a better poster? Oh, who said that? Who said that? I got my fan on, so the wind is blowing in the mic. I'm sorry.
Oh my God, poor Nave. I didn't trust this either. I think it was good enough. If that makes any, that's a fair comment. But I think it was good enough. If that makes any sense, it was the right Michael for the platform that it was. Was it biopic level? No, but it was made for TV level. Sure.
And it could have been better, but when they were trying to like get the movie, when they trying to get the book turned into the movie, they went to, I can't remember which ones got named. I have to find the video, but there were certain like production companies that were big, and they were like, yeah, we'll make the movie, but we want you to sensationalize the story. We want you to add lies in it, essentially. So that's when Lifetime was like, okay, we'll let you say the story. You ain't got to lie. So if Lifetime said, hey, we'll let you tell the story, you ain't got to lie, and they the only one willing to do it, you're going to have to go with that Lifetime budget. But hey.
Yeah. I wouldn't even mind if they did it over and just had Jafar play it. Like, even though I like the bodyguard to play in the movie, I'll be honest, I wouldn't mind if y'all had it look like the real bodyguard. The real bodyguard is fine. I was like, damn.
Trish.
I'm sorry. See you in Vegas. Yo, Flex was cringe. Flex was, and I love Flex. Remember living on one. But no way. I will never let him sit this out.
They bully his. Well, they don't bully his daughter on TikTok. They just be messing with her. They be like, "Why did your dad play Michael Jackson? Why did your dad do that?" So
That
he
might be
finally got on there and he answered the question. He said, I had to feed my family.
listen. It's not his fault. Like, I'm not sure if you guys watch Stranger Things, but Stranger Things fan base is so upset about what happened in the season finale. We're almost a month in. And we get new videos every single day about what the Duffer brothers went wrong. So I'm going to say this again. If you guys have to take an extra year to get part 2, if there's going to be a part 2, do what you got to do. I want you to look at Stranger Things, and most important, the reaction of the fans. Because I was just like, I wasn't even young when Stranger Things came out. Not at all. I was out of college for like what 6 years when this came out. And keep in mind, though, I went to college a little later on in life. I didn't go right after high school. So the point is, I'm not young, and I'm pissed. I feel like you let me down as an adult who left college.
Listen, there was one night you was talking about it. I said, let me watch this show. I binge watched that show in 2 weeks, and I'm mad.
Oh, you saw the whole thing?
Yes. Season 3 is my favorite, but season 4 had an intensity about it, and I expected that same intensity in season 5, and it just felt like,
how dare you?
And there's a video, or no, not a video, a documentary talking about how they showed making the last season. It's 2 hours long, and they sitting up here in the room talking about, yeah, we started production even though we don't have the script finished. What do you mean? What do you mean?
I think if they just watched their own season from season 1 to 4, it would have been executed better. I'm like, what? Is it the worst finale of all time? No. But I've never seen the fans this mad for this long. I was like, oh, this is still going? But here's the crazy part. I'd be watching the rants every day. I'd be like, I didn't see that, but you're so right. I mean, for what it's worth, Stranger Things is still a great, great series. But, bringing this back to the Michael Jackson biopic, just get it right. Because we don't want people to be mad this long. I was like, damn, it's been almost a whole month. And the more, like, posts go up, the worse it gets. Because then you'd be like, wait, y'all forgot this? Y'all forgot that? I was like, oh, my God, they did. They should have had less characters, more people die. And this way you wouldn't have so many, like, things to fix.
There was a lot of stuff that I caught. I said, wait a minute, didn't they say this happened in this season, but why is this happening? It's like a contradiction, but it's a good show. It is a very good show.
Even with us being mad, I still recommend watching Stranger Things for what it's worth. I said it wasn't bad enough to be like, oh, I'm never going to watch this again. I'd be like, no. When I get more time, I'll see the whole thing from start to finish again. Absolutely got to talk about it all. We need Mike as a dad. We need Mike trying to get his publishing. We need, the toll or the trial. Yeah, exactly. We need Lisa Marie and Debbie, and sadly, and this is the part I don't know. Without saying specifics, because I think you guys will understand what I'm talking about in 1 second. There's a documentary that's in the top 3. And even with all that came out, people were like, y'all left so much important information out. You could tell they weren't going there because that would expose people that they love. And I think this is going to be the same problem with Michael. I don't think we can say the whole story because then that will affect the people that we love, our stars, our favorite people. And that's so unfair. I'm like, I think we're going to get I don't want to say that either. That's negative. I'll just wait till they show the movie. Go ahead, Tori.
When it comes to that, like, the ATV catalog and stuff, they could even show like the more unknown things that like we know it as fans, but there's a lot of people that don't know this stuff. Michael would, even though he owned a lot of people's music, if there was like an artist that faced a situation where they're like, I think Little Richard, where they got their masters taken from them or they couldn't get their ownership and stuff, he would gift it back to them for free. Or like there was a story where I forgot what rapper it was. There was a rapper in the 2000s that was like, Michael, how much would you charge me to use your song as a sample? And he was like, nothing. I just want to keep the music alive. Like it's little things like that, but it shows his character. It shows how selfless he was. And I feel like we need to see elements like that in part 1 and part 2. If there is stuff like that that they can show us. I want to know something new. I want to learn something new as a diehard fan. I understand that they want to reach certain audiences, but I want this to be a production that reaches all audiences. The younger generation, the fans, the diehard ones, the casual fans, the casual listeners, the people that are into music and they give this movie a chance to learn something. And maybe they find something new. Or the people, hey, my friend wanted me to go see this movie. I'm gonna go with them to support them or whatever. I'll just go hang out. And then boom, they love it. Maybe Michael ends up becoming one of their favorite artists after that. Like I want that type of impact from this production. I want it to be for all audiences, not just the young ones, not just the new fans, but the old diehard ones that was here for decades.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. I mean, we won't know until 3 months, or now it's less than 3 months from now, what exactly or impact this will have. But that little teaser they gave us made me go, okay. I was like, dang, you didn't even say anything. I was just like, no Michael music, no dialogue. My heart just stopped. I'm here for it. I can't wait either. I can't wait. We're gonna read a couple of comments and we're gonna go into the events. They want him out of power. He worked his butt. Yeah, but I'm telling you, I'm not sure if you guys are into Sinners and stuff. Let me see. Yeah, lady said I saw Sinners the other day. Also, it was very biblical, and yes, it made me actually want to learn more about African American history, African history, Native Indian history. This country is built on so much blood. I don't even know if you guys knew this, but Irish people were the first slaves to this country. They were even slaves before Black people from Africa. And they used certain techniques from the Irish being slaves to enslave Black people. And so Irish people weren't even considered white people at one point, which is weird because they're clearly white people. But it comes to show the ugly truth of this country and what it took for it to be what it is. So it's just like, shout out to Ryan Coogler. That's what I'm going to say. I never liked a vampire movie like this in my life. I was like, oh, there's real history here. Beautiful. But I say all that though, that history that's even in Sinners is the reason why Michael Jackson has been so demonized as the most powerful artist in history. A Black man with that much power is the issue. He's not just any man, he's a Black man. Now, you and I in the audience, we have common sense. We know all humans are humans. But for some reason, some people feel like color and religion and gender and fill in a blank determine, I guess, your value. And I'm like, aren't we all human? What? It's weird. It's a way of controlling people. So it's kind of messed up. I mean, look how old America is, and we're still having the same stupid fights. Color and race? How? Whatever. Like, I'm so behind. I haven't seen Sinners, and I see if you have Amazon Prime, Sinners is part of the package for free. You could watch it. Well, actually, after this, guys, please check out Young Girls video and then Sinners. but it's very much there because I saw it in the theater, but I was like 45 minutes late because I came from work. So I said, dang, I missed a lot. Because I mean, minimum was 30 minutes in commercials. There's that. But I think I lost like 20 minutes in real life of the movie. So then I was like, oh, I don't have time to go back to the theater. And then I was like, oh, snap, it's right here on Amazon Prime for free. Well, not free. You have to have Amazon Prime, though. This Michael movie is going to be so good. I think it is. Oh, snap, as he should, since he was being messy with Michael. Yes, I saw Sinners too. I love how they show different cultures and history. And I wish our history in school was taught more diversely. There shouldn't be a Black History Month or Native American Month. There just has to be a way to infuse a better spectrum of history. They just seem to say the same stories the whole 12 years we're in school, and they never like unpack. Like in college, yes, it's completely different, but I feel like learning would be better if we would talk about every aspect of history, even the stuff that's ugly. Like just be honest and then learn from it and move on from it. This beside despise MJ because he truly was a slave for his art. Yeah, and he was dedicated his life to his fans and his art. He was.
Yep.
Michael Jackson was a modern slave. And when he stepped out of line, that's all I'm going to say.
And it wasn't even really stepping out of line.
He wanted his own rights. He wanted the rights of what he owned. He didn't step out of line. You're absolutely right. Thanks for the correction. He didn't step out of line. They crap on him every chance they get. Yep. I usually don't put stuff like this up, but yep.
Yeah. And you know what? This might be a crazy claim, and I said this before. If you got, and I'm not meaning that, I'm just not a fan of his music. Okay, you might have different music tastes. That's not what I'm getting at. If you despise Michael Jackson, something wrong with you. I can't explain it. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. But if you despise Michael Jackson, what's your problem? Because he really didn't do nothing that was like, I'm not saying he was like flawless. I'm sure, he probably slapped one of his brothers when he was little. Who knows? They had the pillow fights or whatever. But if you don't like Michael Jackson, something's wrong with you. That means you might believe the lies. That means you got demons and you despise the light. And when you see him, did I say that? Sorry. That I'm just being for real. If there's a kind person that bothers you bad or just irks you, what's your problem? And I'm gonna be quiet because I think I didn't say too much.
It's funny you said that. There's a girl. I'm gonna get too specific. She's nice, but she irritates me. And
never mind, Trish. Not you.
No. But I think I know what the problem is. It's because she's trying to have a forced connection with me. But here's the part though. I know though to never mess with her because she's being kind. If that makes any sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have enough sense not to be mean to her. I have enough sense not to be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't mean to her. Because I'd be like, she is a nice person. It's that you don't like she's having a forced interaction with you. So, but at least I'm smart enough to know don't mess with a nice person. Does that make sense? Because I'd be like, she is nice. She's just trying too hard to connect with you.
Yeah.
But I know don't mess with nice people. That I do know.
Quiet ones that mind their business.
I said, just because I don't like how they're going about connecting with me, at least I can say that's a very kind person. So no, you never mess with kind people, Oh, not this live. So there's two issues. Actually, the main issue, me and Toya have to go soon. We're going to get through the events and we both got to go. That's why I was like, I'm kind of glad I got to work early because I said, so I'm collabing with that company and I need to start working on the rest of my content. We got a live tomorrow with Alkaline Eclectic. So I'm like, oh God, I only got one video up. Even when they brought the AV Wait, the ATV catalog, which includes the Beatles. He still let Paul know how many times. Yeah. Unfortunately though, Paul McCartney
Mm.
feels slighted for that though. He feels like, well, I'd rather not say because there's an after interview. I'd rather watch the interview with you guys or do a watch party, but that didn't go well to be honest. That kind of like put a rift in their friendship. Like the good thing is like the family's still cool with each other. Paris works with his daughter, Stella McCartney, which I actually love Stella McCartney stuff. I actually want to, if I get my money right, I want to treat myself to a new bag and shoes. But yeah, so I mean, there's no hard feelings. Like I said, the kids get along with each other still. So yeah, but no, that rubbed Paul in a really bad way. So, and then I get that. That's like Paul McCartney buying out the Jackson 5 music or Michael Jackson music. It goes both ways. I could see both sides. Like we could be fair. But yeah, it is what it is. I heard they were going to be several premieres around the world, which could be an American one. Uh,
Oh
you know
yeah.
what? That is a good time to transition to some of our stuff, and then we try to hit the chat as quickly as possible. So we have some events and things that we want to highlight real quick. Um, Starting with MJ Fangirl's latest video on her channel. She did a beautiful job with Travis Payne. I'm gonna watch it again. Just good nuggets, just overall, Travis Payne really loves the fandom. When he interacts with us, again, great extension just of how Michael treats his fans, and the people that worked with Michael understand the assignment. And this is why when we meet so many people like Big Al, Travis Payne, fill in the blank, most of them are really loving and supportive like Michael Jackson. And Travis Payne top tier with the fans. Next, in New York City, in a few days, we have a special listening event, I believe in Brooklyn. Check that out. It's on Thursday, the 29th. Tickets are $33. So yeah, you guys know I've been promoting this album as if I was getting commissioned, but there are three different versions of the MJ ones. This is the first time it's going to be on vinyl. So that's something you might want to get a fellow fan. The more limited ones are from Target and Walmart. And of course, the one and the black is on Amazon. Do you know about this, Tori?
I was there. I saw this.
Oh, how is it?
Oh my! It's so cool. It's right. It's right there where the Michael Jackson exhibit is. I was like, oh my gosh. I gotta post it. I have a lot of stuff that I have backed up on.
Right?
I need to post it.
I feel like my goal for 2026 is just to post everything that never got posted. Like it's important stuff like me meeting BG, like really meeting PG. I got to meet Brandy and Body Roll Marlon Jackson. This stuff has never gone up yet. I met Janet Jackson. That's not even up. So yeah, I think this year I want to make it please put all the old footage up before you move forward. By the way, the Janet Jackson exhibit is ending soon, March 31st. You still have time, but that's in California. The Jacksons have a show in New Jersey and one in Switzerland. So Jersey is in just a few weeks in February, and in March, Switzerland. Make sure your passports are working and not expired. They will trap you.
Mm.
Just a friendly reminder, it's not mandatory, but we're trying to have like Michael Jackson movie, like how the Barbie movie people were. You knew who was watching Barbie. Same energy for Michael Jackson. You could wear your t-shirts, your fedoras, your gloves. Now, if you want to make it a Mike Gala, coined by Strangea and Tori, take it to the next level. Uh Honestly, these are not the best Michael Jackson gala fits. I would say the thriller one is my gala. um, my tutu kind of, it's a little too casual, but okay. But everything else is basically cosplay. But you could also mix things up. That's why I use this, for example. My bad. You could also mix elements of Michael to make it a little bit more abstract. Even though you always got some fans like, oh my God, it's not accurate. Please don't do this, guys. If people come with 6 different errors in one fit, leave everyone like, I must say I don't like the purists, but the purists take the fun out. Please do not be the purist. Purists,
You know what?
go in your pure energy because it's annoying sometimes. I just be like, let the fans just be.
Trish, that ain't a bad idea. If
What?
you could make an outfit with all of Michael's eras,
Good.
that would be fire.
And some people have done it. Here comes the corniness. Oh my God, he didn't have a glove during the history. Shut the freak up. Who cares? The person's wearing the glove to make a point. They are a Michael Jackson fan. We are not giving people homework. If people want to come in their jeans and sweatsuits, we do not care. But we're just saying, if you want to take it to a Barbie level, go for it. There's no, well, if you don't come in Michael gear, you suck. If you come, as long as you come, we're just glad to have the seats full, the theater sold out. That's it. But definitely don't criticize people for being creative or putting a bunch of things together, because that's shut up. No, seriously, I don't like it. It's just like, why are we being critical to people and making them feel bad for mixing up errors? People come as you want, do it any way you want to do it, and that's the end of it. Michael Jackson fans, if you're not familiar with the Hill Los Angeles Foundation, I am highly encouraging you to follow them. That's how we got to go to the Palace Theater. That's how we got to go to Havenhurst. There are things I can't say yet, but someone gave me a sneak preview of what's to come for 2026 for the Hill Los Angeles Foundation. So essentially, you make a donation, and you get to do an awesome event. Some things are considered luxury events, and some are affordable and accessible. But whatever your pockets could support, follow. Because like I said, last year they did This Is Thriller for as low as $59. And everyone who went said it was really freaking good. The Thriller Challenge, we're going to talk about this until our face is freaking blue, is something that we use to chart Michael Jackson's Thriller to get it as high as we can in the charts. Last year, we made history by getting in its top 10, which gave Michael Jackson 6 different eras of being in the top 10. Our goal this year, though, of course, is to get Thriller to number 1. The highest it ever got on the top 10 chart was position 4. Our goal is to get it to position 1. We know because of the Thriller Challenge last year that it's possible with great strategy. And so if you guys want to start getting close to that particular challenge, even though it's many months away, get familiar with the station head called Moonwalkers. And we'll definitely get more information now as we get closer. But we're just putting those little bugs in your ears.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, the rumor, and you guys addressed this in the live earlier, is that there will be the big trailer coming out during Super Bowl. However, some of you guys, at least 2 of you guys, said it might be as soon as next week. We don't know, but there is evidence. We mentioned that in the last live. Welcome to the year of Michael. There is evidence that it might be a Super Bowl trailer coming out after all. We're going to have Brandon's post play. We're not going to play the whole thing because Brandon works hard on this content, so I don't want to look like I'm stealing all this stuff. Yeah, let's play Brandon's partially his clip, and I'll be right back.
It is looking very likely we'll be getting a new official trailer for the Michael Jackson biopic at the Super Bowl because of this very specific report. Trailer Guy posted this on Twitter, and apparently he's been right for the past 3 years predicting trailers at the Super Bowl. There's a bunch of blockbuster movies on this list that are getting a new trailer as well, but if you look at the end of the list, it says Michael movie new trailer. Notice how a lot of movies on this list have a question mark. It says either trailer or a teaser or a TV spot. For Michael, there's only one thing, and it says new trailer. Not teaser, not TV spot, trailer.
What are your thoughts? Do you think it's going to come out around February, the first week of February, or you think it's going to be for the trailer? Super Bowl.
It could be either or, but I think it would be cool because if they have it a part of like the Super Bowl Sunday special commercial time, because everybody's gonna be around the TV and watching it, and I think that'd be the best way to have, promo. And people already some people like to just watch Super Bowl for the commercials.
If it makes financial sense, my vote's going to be Super Bowl, only because you're going to have the most eyes on this probably humanly possible. If it doesn't make financial sense, then do what you got to do. But I'm fine with either way, either or. As fans, it's better to come out before the Super Bowl in terms of covering it. Because there's also rumored there's also going to be some Marvel Doomsday stuff that day. So it looks like the Super Bowl commercials are going to be epic this year. Period. So I'm going to be there with my little snacks, chilling like, oh my gosh, when's the next commercial? I don't even know who's in the playoffs. I don't even care. When's the next commercial playing? Bam, 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 bam. So make sure you guys are following Brandon. Brandon does coverage every day about the biopic, almost every day. And I also learned this from him. I found out about the celebration. The first official Michael Jackson event is in Germany. Now, y'all did talk about this a little bit in the chat. They're going to be, it looks like they're going to do what they did last time. They picked, I guess, certain places based on, I guess, whatever, some statistics they know. Now, the last group that got blessed for the Michael Jackson immersive experience was New York, London, Germany. Was it Cali? No, I don't think so. Who got the immersive? Germany, London, New York.
So, yeah, Germany. I forgot that they had one, but Germany, New York, London got one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I don't remember.
It was
that.
London or Paris, one of them.
And Paris got they got a release party.
Okay.
Yeah, they had a release party, and then they had a Thriller 40 special screening before the documentary ever even came out, and that one was in LA. I think they had one in Canada and then LA.
Yeah. So, I mean, right now, because I get this question a lot, I don't have a direct connect to premieres or premieres information. And I'm going to give this disclaimer now because this is how this all works. But that could change. Somebody can say, hey, let's invite Trisha or Tori or and Fangirl or fill in the blank. Now, how this goes, though, if you get invited, you still can't tell nobody. And that's funny thing is, like in the Marvel or Disney world, I'll say Disney because Disney has the umbrella of a lot of stuff. Half the time, we don't know who's going to show up until the day of that event. So it's not that people are being selfish with information; they just can't say anything. So let's say Tori gets an invite, she can't tell me. I have to find out like everybody else. Or if I get an invite, I can't say nothing. But right now, I swear on everything I love, I don't have any information. But if that changes and I cannot make it public, I can't make it public. Does that make any sense? I'm like, premieres are different. Like every time we got any kind of hookups, it was always last minute. Sometimes it would be the day of. They'll be like, where are y'all? Okay, boom, meet us here. That's how this really works. This particular event, though, you'll have information and they'll tell you how to get there. So as soon as we find out, I might even do a special live. As soon as it's on like official pages, boom, Germany, you got one. London, you got one. We'll try to get those out in real time. For now, I only can share what is public for real. If things are more on the private side, can't say nothing. Tori can't say nothing. Whoever else, they can't. I have a feeling, there will be people. I think Brandon for sure is probably someone that's going to get a hookup for sure. For sure. His videos are very viral. So there's so many reasons who gets invites, who doesn't. You don't have to be viral to get a invite, but like there's so many factors to it. It's too, it's complicated. Like So who knows? I'm a little vocal, so that might bite me in the booty, but I'm real. Like I'm not a shill. I'm not a shill. Like I go hard on Apple, and I keep asking Apple to invite me to events. It's not that I'm going hard because I hate them. I go hard because you wasting our money, bruh. Do better. If I was chosen to direct a Michael biopic, I would make that a movie raw and unfiltered. But I think we all want that, but we can't. It goes back to the a famous documentary that's in the top 3 on Netflix. It's not that they don't want to show the raw footage of this person's life. It's that if you do that, you will expose other people's lives, and they don't want
Hmm.
that. That's the problem. That's the problem with all biopics, keeping that real with you. Every single biopic. Oh, we can't talk about that. Like even the Elvis one, some fans were mad about the things that were not spoken about. So that is definitely not a black thing. That's an industry thing. So oh, we can't say that. That exposes that, or that makes it look like we're guilty because we didn't stop this situation from happening. Yeah, it's a lot, uh, and that's especially with previous biopics, because then it points fingers at the industry being net not putting their foot down on things they were seeing. So it's a mess. Like it's a mess. I think we're going to get a beautiful story about Michael Jackson's life, but it's not going to be raw. I think I'm with Tori though. I hope we do learn something we didn't know before, and do your best to be as raw as you can be in a PR kind of way, because I was like, we're not going to get that version, but we want something that we're going to learn about Michael Jackson, something of substance too, like for real. Like I don't want to see like, oh, your favorite color of socks is red. No, I want something to make me go, holy, I didn't know that. Like, well, even with the one searching for Neverland, I learned a few things about Michael I didn't know before. So I was like, really? That's what he did? No way.
Hmm.
Oh, thank you. Thank all snap. OG in the building. Bam, 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 bam. Are you excited of the new Mario movie that's also coming out in April? Fun fact. Michael Prince Jackson and his fiance, I'm so glad we can say it now, Molly, have a Mario and Peach reference because they wore those costumes at Thriller Night. So now Mario and Peach is part of Jackson family canon. Thank goodness I'm a Michael fan. Heck yeah. The world is sad, and I'm going to encourage you guys to like keep making life as magical as you can. Again, we do not promote any drinking or alcohol substances. Be high on life for real without the extras. Just live your dream, fail 100 times, succeed 100 more. Like, just go for it, because life, especially in this chapter, I'm not gonna lie, it's a little grim. It's remind me of the pandemic, but worse, because we don't have semi checks and extra checks, so we're just fighting for our lives and trying to keep the lights on. So make the magic where you can. Poor Flex really got hit with the okey doke. They lied, said Michael was on board, lied and said that they told the music rights had. Oh, that's crazy. Listen, he had bills to pay. We ain't blaming Flex. We're
You
just,
call him a powdered donut.
yeah, but is it lying? I said, I think that's what made me mad, really mad. Not even the acting. It was like, who put this makeup on you? What are we doing? I can barely motivate myself to finish last season of Stranger Things. I did it, but I'll be struggling. Love the show so much. Listen, listen, Ray Ray. It's okay. Watch it. You're gonna probably be like me and go down the rabbit hole to see what everybody else said on YouTube. And even after all that was said, there's something so well done about Stranger Things. It has such a nostalgia about it. It's the music placement. I felt like it was my childhood all over again. It's beautiful. I brought me a boombox for Christmas. We running up that road. I just love the show. it's, the season could have been better, season 5, but at least it wasn't Game of Thrones sucky. So there's that. People are going to be upset either way with the movie. LOL. There's so much in Michael's life to be put everything in a movie. I agree. I absolutely agree. But I'm choosing, listen, we're going to like put our little Stranger Things mindset right now. We're going to choose happiness no matter how this pans out. It's not going to be, we all have expectations. Right now, I'm not even being funny. Drop them all if you really want to enjoy this movie. And where there's an obvious issues, then that's what we'll focus on, if that makes any sense. But I don't think none of us are going to be happy because we are just so in love with Michael. But I think it's going to be fine. Like the more I see, the more I'll be like, we're going to be okay, guys. We're going to be okay.
I just
Um,
hope so.
shh. I think Michael's fans are even more aggressive than Star Wars fans. Like I pray for them if they mess this up. I really do.
No, because listen,
Hmm.
so many people was here and they were there on the ground in 2005. I know it wasn't really. Some people were kind of doing groundwork, but mainly online in 2019. We know, we know what he had to endure. Not to say that they're gonna have any misinformation or anything in this movie, because the family was involved and stuff, but just overall, we don't deal with the misinformation. We don't deal with. You know what? I'm gonna just say this. At the very least of it, we knew how much effort Michael put in his own projects, and we would like to see that reflected in this. I think that's what it is. I think that's the main concern.
You know what movie made me, for example, Sinners? There's this one scene. I'm not gonna mess this up. There was one musical scene that I'll leave it there. That was so well done. But it needs to be like on a Sinners level. Like, or even the Rhapsody one, the one that he did before. Um I'm so curious about the execution. I'm like, yeah, it's a lot because it's like it's not just any biopic, it's Michael Jackson's biopic. But I'm not, you know what? Before we go, because we have to leave soon. I do want to show this one more time. Oh, we're still
Let's
gonna
see it.
we're
Oh,
gonna
be
talk a
careful,
little more.
y'all. There are pictures going around where it looks like it's from the teaser, this new one, but it's AI. So it's making people think that that's how the makeup job really looks, but it's not really it.
Look at the socks. I just bought socks like that for my Stranger Things fit, and now that I think about it, I'm gonna need it from a Michael Jackson fit. All right, y'all. Teaser time. Oh, why does it turn off? Hold on. Share the screen. Duh. Oh, wait, it is here. It's just not showing. Why? What's going on? I do
They're
not
not
like.
gonna get you for this, are you? I mean, is they?
If they do, it is what it is. It's not like I make a lot of money off this channel. I'm gonna lose what, 50 cents? Like it's hard to make money off of YouTube now. Like when I did YouTube like way earlier, we used to get paid. Now I'd be like, child, child, better go for the brand deals. Let's see. Y'all can see it now, right?
You're
All right. It keeps muting, bruh. Sorry. Oh my gosh, I'm excited. I'm excited for this Jafar. I'm just excited for the family. You could just tell by the family's reaction that I think we're going to be okay. Like I said, I hope
Yeah.
they wouldn't be glazing us, be like, oh yeah, and then it's like not good.
Now listen, Taj was behind the scene at one point.
Yeah.
Taj speaks up when things ain't right, and he was raving about it. So we good.
All right. I'm gonna try to do what 10 more minutes of comments, then we gotta go.
Yeah, it's up to you.
All right. We're gonna do 10 more minutes, so we're gonna go through as quickly as possible. My wig is ready to get snatched. I'm done. I'm finally gonna have to sit through the Super Bowl until then. Yeah, all of us. If I have time, if me and Tori have time, if I can figure out how to do a Super Bowl watch party, we'll let you know. No promises. Yeah,
Oh,
because
but wait, y'all. It's also going to be Janet Jackson Appreciation Day, so we're going to have to be working double time.
Okay, so it sounds like we're going to work it out. We're going to work it out. Yeah. Because I don't. Well, I'll talk to Tori privately. We'll figure this out. I would love to see the trailer premiere during the Super Bowl or maybe during the NAACP Image Award. That's actually cool either way. We need to do a Brotherhood 30 station head. We missed the mark on that last year, especially since 3T is performing live in the festivals this year. Thank you for bringing that up. Oh my God, I forgot to put that in the slide. Yes, 3T is performing again. Oh my gosh, thank you for saying that. I forgot. Vegas, what's the reference to that, Kim? Let me know. Brandon has a Michael Jackson group chat. It's called Michael Movie. Sorry. Just saw MJ's finger. There we go. I was hoping for an invite to an event, but I don't know. I also have a brand new yeah. Oh, ding, 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 ding. Congrats.
We're going to have another MJ fan, baby.
Yes. Everyone said congrats. Why congrats? Everybody saw it before I did. That's so awesome.
I think you were behind in the
yeah, I'm very behind.
Already.
It's not even funny. If you show it raw and unfiltered, it's no longer a biopic. It will be cross-examination if you want. But she's not lying. She's not lying. You may not, child. If anybody had a raw version of their life, it'd be like, wait, what? Like I found out. I guess I could say this now because my parents are no longer on this earth. I found out that my parents were not supposed to leave us watching each other so young. That is illegal. But I can say that now because we're adults and my parents are prosecuted for this. But we've been I won't say what age, but we've been on our own for a long time. Like, and it's very illegal to do that. So I was like, oops. I was like, oh my bad. We survive. 80s latchkid keys. What do you call it? Latchkid keys. I can say it right. I think they have to do what Michael did during his lifetime, which is to remain accessible and marketable to people of all ages, especially kids. So it definitely can't go into anything too dark. I 100% agree. And MJ Fango and Randall had a great live about that. Like Randall was just like giving warnings about what this is not going to be. If I can find that video, I will highlight that because I mean Randall made some really key points because that's where fans are going to get it twisted. If they think every curl is going to be on point and every detail and every it's
right.
Not that.
Because first things first, I knew it wasn't gonna be just the fact that Jafar has his dad's head shape. Michael has more of a round one. Jafar doesn't have. He got the Jermaine head shape. So I already knew coming into this thing, it wasn't gonna be like carbon copy Michael. I was here for the personality, the mannerisms and stuff. So when people get, I think if people see how good the acting will be, um, they forget. They're gonna forget. Like they're not even gonna be looking too hard.
Yeah. But there is trying to find the word because I don't want to be. There is a chapter of the fandom, whether it's the Marvel, Michael, fill in the blanks, that is overly critical. It's gonna happen. It is what it is. Like you just can't make everyone happy. I do think the Michael biopic will be 100% authentic, though. Fuqua, the director of Michael, hangs his hat on that. Yeah, there's a lot on the line for everybody if this is not right. So no, I mean, no pressure. Am I a fan of Captain America? Brace yourself. You may not like the answer. Originally, no, because I felt like Captain America was a typical, you know, white American male that represents America in a way that just didn't reflect me at all. And if anybody knows me, I I don't mind that in certain aspects, but I think even though everybody hates the black Captain America, I like that they made a black Captain America because now you're saying anyone can be Captain America. Um, Now the funny thing is when I went back to see Captain America, when we did with the watch parties last year on Gadget, Trish, I really got to love Captain America. But it's funny now that we have a black Captain America. This is where it gets nuts with me. I think the original Captain America is better. I think the problem with the black Captain
Record scratch.
Okay, look, all right. So I didn't like the original Captain America because it was like, oh, typical blonde eye, blue eye, whatever. Like, great. This is what you guys represent America every freaking time. This type of not even a brown hair, brown eye white guy. It's always the same type of white guy, right? So I was just like, I was just like, whatever. Shaka is the one they chose. So this is like back in the day because I've been a Marvel fan since like day one, since they had the movies come out in 2008. So then we got Black Captain America, and I'm like, oh, that's so cool. Like now somebody else could be Captain America. Someone else from a different background can represent America. But this is where it goes left. So then the issue I had with Black Captain America was it was the typical story of a black man struggling in America. Listen, nobody wants to hear that because if y'all really wanted to hear about the black man's struggle, then we wouldn't even have these conversations anymore. Everything would be equal, right? Of course not. So then the problem was in the world of Marvel, the women don't talk about their struggles of being a woman in this world. So you don't do that to a black man either. Don't even the Latin people in the show, they never talk about the struggles of being a Latin person. There's Asian people in the show. Why would you do it to the black person? So then the problem is people were like, oh, this story again. Even me as a black person was like, oh God, all my life I had to fight. This is every freaking other black story. So I was like, no, don't.
Oh, so you're sick of the black struggle storyline being shoved down our throat.
I hate it, bro.
Yeah.
I hate it. Because it's one of those things like it is relevant in Sinners. That works. But it's not. It doesn't work in the world of superheroes because you don't do that to women. You don't do that to Asian people. You don't do that to Spanish people in the Marvel universe. So why would you do that to us? So then everybody was rolling their eyes like, oh, here we go. And then like people were just over Captain America who was being black. So then I go back to watch Captain America last year and I'm like, oh, actually Cap is a great Captain America. But yeah. So now the original Captain America is back. So with that being said, I wasn't a fan of Captain America, but now I'm a fan of both the black and white Captain America. But if they are going to keep Captain America black, I do not want to hear the struggles of a black man. I don't. Because you don't do that with any other marginalized group that's in the Marvel universe. So in the Marvel universe, the only people that are discriminated are mutants. Mutants are the ops. But if you know the whole story with X-Men, it does reflect the problems of people that are not, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you ever like listen to the dog whistling in X-Men, then it is the struggle of a black person or a woman or a fill in a blank, but they just put it in the form of mutants. That's the name, mutants. You know what I'm saying? Like you can hear the dog whistling. It's just told in a different way. Just like Avatar is not about Native Americans or tribal things in this country, but you can clearly make the connections of Avatar, the aliens, to the indigenous Indians of the United States. Just it's like all they did was just make them blue aliens instead. It's just a very similar story. But anyway, the point is, I'm a fan of Captain America, but it took me a long time to get there. All that to say, I wasn't, but now I am. But yeah, it's been a struggle. But it's crazy. I don't think Dominique is in the chat anymore. She has the best Captain America cosplays I've ever seen. Her and her husband, amazing. Yes, I put my guard down for this film. This is in honor of MJ, and I'll be celebrating him. No need to criticize or critique it unless it is degrading his legacy or impact or even him as a human being. Congrats, and I 100% agree. I 100% agree. MJ fans have a level of viciousness and dedication that will make Star Wars fans look like tiny puppies. And that's what I'm scared about. That's what I'm scared about. And not for nothing, Stranger Things fans, you guys
Mm-hmm.
have proven to be equally passionate. Good luck. That musical in Sinners is so powerful. I'm gonna suggest you guys watch Sinners. I unfortunately will not be able to do a watch party for Sinners, maybe on Gadget. Just have to look at my schedule because I'm actually 3 weeks behind, so now I gotta figure out how to fix it. But yeah, I highly recommend, especially if you're watching the Michael Jackson biopic. It has nothing to do with Michael Jackson, but it has everything to do about music and history. So you like when you see it, you'll be like, some things never change. I hope that Jafar gets to sing with his own voice. I wanted to know if he could sing like Michael. Actually, he can. Thank you, Tori and Trish, for this live. You helped me cope with going through tough times. Um, I'm truly sorry you're going through whatever you're going through. I think that's why I needed a timeout. Too much was going on, and there's only so much a human can take without, collapsing. So I said, and it turned out great. I like to give a shout out to my job. Everybody was supportive. I needed, I took a break from everything. I did shorts, yeah, but no lives. I was like, nah, bro, you gotta handle your family and your health, or nothing's possible without those two. Um, let me see. I don't know yet because they're still in the playoffs, but it's like within 2 weeks, right, Tori?
It's the eighth.
Oh, okay. She's a sport fan. Pew, pew.
I'm not. I just looked it up on the calendar.
Yeah,
I
so I can't.
think it's the eighth.
That's awesome. So that means if we have the trailer, it's around the corner no matter what. I can't wait honestly for this movie. Neither can we. Oh my god. Besides the Michael biopic, is anybody else excited about other movies? 2026 is going to be a good movie year. This might be a year you guys might want to do movie passes. What do they call it? Movie like memberships, because you're going to get your money's worth. Jafar is definitely going to become a mega superstar after this movie. He's known by people more now than ever. The Jacksons are still killing it 60 plus years later. Yes. And if you guys can afford to go to their concerts, even if you can only do nosebleeds, just go out and fill up them seats. Let's start selling out shows in the United States. Let's show love in that way. If you can afford it though. Congrats to MJ Fangirl. Pew, pew, pew. I know. I know. Thank you, latch key kids. Yes. Yeah, apparently Gen Xers, uh, our parents did a lot of stuff they shouldn't have been doing. But we all
Mm.
survived, so there's that. Congrats again on baby number 2. Yay. It's been it's gets dark, but I feel PG-13 rating. Y'all taking it too lightly. I'm done. Yeah. Join the club. That's what we did back in the days. Don't leave the house and don't let nobody you're in the house. Yes. We were the worst. Like people would get mad at my mom because she made us do like laundry and adult chores as children. My mom used to make me balance a checkbook, not a real one, but a fake one every Saturday. But honestly, my parents prepared me for my parents leaving early. They left very young in life. I was, my both my parents are gone before 50. And that's not considered normal, especially since my parents had me young. So the irony that I had young parents and they still died young, that part still is like, what? Like, like pretty much like Tito and Dee Dee. My parents married very young, had us very young, and you're thinking like they're gonna last forever. Nope. But they prepared us to be on our own very young. I was at my parents' house shortly after high school. I was like, "Peace out." They did too good of a job. I was like, "I'm out of here." It's so psycho fans love. It's that psycho fan. LOL. Love moonwalkers, but they they know this, and I can't even say this without laughing. There's some that take it entirely too far. I agree, and I think, like, if you're a passionate fan and you just know everything about Michael, we love y'all because y'all be the reasons why Leaving Lies got debunked in 5 minutes. So we need those super fans. But the
Mm-hmm.
problem is y'all start attacking the ones that are not the Encyclopedia of Michael Jackson, that are mixing up genres, that mix up information. Let the fans meet the fans where they are. If they don't know every freaking lyric and every song and everything, and let the fandom enjoy the fandom, no matter what level we're at. Um, I'm definitely not an expert. It's just I know Michael more than most? Sure, because I really love Michael Jackson. But I'm not an expert, and nor do I care to be an expert. I'm just gonna know what I know, and that's the end of it. I'm not gonna, well, let me read all the books. No, I'm not doing all that. Like, no way. And I'm not gonna like, well, you're wrong, I'm right, or Michael wouldn't want this. Listen, Michael Jackson's son worked on the freaking project. Michael Jackson's nephew is in the project. Taj, his nephew's part of the project. I even think BD was part of this project. So the point is, whatever happens, let's talk about it once it airs. Like, we don't know what we're even going to get. So I think it's going to be okay though. They can get into the media scrutiny MJ was going through, especially when it comes to the surgeries, sexuality, um, ethereal nature. What?
Ethereal.
Ethereal nature? What does that mean?
I guess otherworldly,
Okay,
angelic. I don't know the best way to describe it.
I'm gonna look that up. It will get dark, but it wouldn't go into the
Wait.
yeah. No. You know what's crazy though? Racism comes in the play in Janet Jackson's documentary. It's another, I would say Janet brought it up. And racism is important. Oh, I'm sorry. And I think in the Jackson's book, the one that we had highlighted in a recent live,
Mm-hmm.
racism is important to point out because think about like all of us, probably most of us in this chat grew up in the world where it wasn't as racist as it is then. Like, it was really bad for them. Um, the Jacksons will say, especially when they lived in California, the stuff they gone through or what their kids gone through. Um, and in spite on how they were treated, they still get on the stage, they smile, they dance. Like they've been through a lot. Any artist coming from that era, yeah, that's not easy in general, you know. Uh no, I didn't see the interview. Check it out, please. It's so adorable. Should we make that a watch party? Is that watch party worthy? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Um. Oh, is that the word that I couldn't figure out how to? Like, is that it? Yes, yes. X-Men and minorities. That was another way of saying minorities. But that's what I love about the Marvel world. They'll put elements of the real world in it without being literal. And the problem with Captain America, at least Black Captain America, is they made it literal. And I'm like, why? Like, right? Yes, you have awesome cosplays, but you're Captain America. Like I just started collecting Captain America stuff. Do I have it on my desk? I have like this Captain America key luggage set. I have I do have me a little black Captain America in here. I also have a white Captain America doll. I have Captain America bag. And I don't know if you guys know, BG also used to wear this Captain America T-shirt, and it might be one of his favorite characters, but don't quote me. BG, I'll ask you if I ever see you again. Um, I have some merch now. I have keychains, but it's funny as much as I had issues with Black Captain America, but he's the reason why I like Captain America. The irony of this, I was just like, I just wish though we don't like even in other black characters in Marvel, y'all always like harp on that. And I'm like, don't. Like, I love talking about Michael Janet and the Jackson with my mom. I learned that in the late 80s, my mom and her friends saw Michael in concert during the bad era. Ooh, ooh, that's cool. We still need to do a watch party. Listen, you and Tori are driving me nuts. Listen,
Yeah. Thank you.
listen,
Thank you. Because I'm about to watch it.
Cobra Kai fans, we're gonna have to wait to do Cobra Kai
When?
when there's another Cobra Kai related series.
I can't hold out. I'm gonna watch the show.
Watch it again. Oh, I'm with you for sure. Heck yeah. Another Scream movie comes out in February. Listen, I'm a punk. I think I seen Scream, but I don't know. Maybe I'll see it. Maybe I'll see it. Maybe I'll see it. I, are you interested in seeing Masters of the Universe? Yes and no. So all I remember from my childhood is from the power of Grayskull. I have the power. And then I remember He-Man and Skeletor and I think Evil Lyn or something like that. But I don't remember nothing else. So if I see it, I will be seeing it like a person who's never saw it. I used to see it with my brother when we were kids, but for some reason that's all I remember. I don't even remember the premise of the show. But you know what? I have a movie membership. I think I'll check it out. Why not? Why not? I needed to check out the trailer. I heard the trailer was on point too. Are you familiar with Masters of the Universe story?
No.
No, this show's old like yeah, my generation. Oh, it's like a whole different time period. I was like, nah, that show's like from I think the 90s or something. But I don't remember it. I just remember my brother had the castle, he had all the figures, and that's it. That's all I remember. Amen. Amen. Always, always cherish your family, y'all. Cherish your family. Like I've learned to put my family over everything, even this YouTube channel. I'm telling you, MJ fans are gonna take it so far. We both sides of the extreme of Michael fandom. Jafar needs to run after I know he's done with promotion with this biopic. The fans will force him to be, To be MJ. Damn, I know. I know. It's 4 minutes long. All right. I guess I'll watch it privately. Because that's definitely not watch party worthy. There's already talk about folks making Jafar the next Michael Jackson on Twitter. Well, Tori will tell you that was happening before the biopic. Tori, take over. Tori knows this more than anybody.
Um. Well, he sounded like him because there was this one video I saw a long time ago. It was a song. He was like making a song called "Take Control," and then I think he posted the acapella like vocal stems or whatever, and it sounded just like him. And I think some fans like picked up on it. And they're like, "Oh yeah, like he sounds like Michael. That's crazy." But I think when the movie when the movie got announced, and people weren't even thinking about him then much. They weren't thinking that. Like I think maybe some people thought about it. I think I've only known that 3 of us had thought about it. But once he got announced as Michael,
No,
that
but
made people
remember
pay attention.
overseas though? Overseas he was
Oh
they
yeah,
were treating him like he was Michael for real talk.
he was in Pakistan. Those people treated him like he was a prince, like a prince coming to like this is years ago, and they were like following him. Like there was crowds he was speaking to and stuff, and I think they performed for him or something. Um, but yeah, I think when he got announced as being Michael in this movie, I think that's what made a lot more people like people in the United States. I think that's what made them pay attention and be like, oh, he kind of has like his essence.
I said once this movie's done, oh man. Oh man. The only thing I
Mhm.
hope that doesn't happen though, instead of trying to make him the next Michael Jackson, just make him the next Jafar Jackson. He has some similarities to Michael, but it's clearly an infused voice. It's his voice with his father and his uncle's influence. I hope you give him an opportunity to be the next Jafar Jackson. Michael Jackson has his own shoes. Let Jafar has his own. Let Austin have his own. Let Paris have her own. Let Billy Botica have her own. Let 3T have their own. Or solo artists TJ Jackson and Terrell Jackson. Let them have their own. Like let them be out the shadow of their family. Like they're great singers, musicians, songwriters, artists. Let them have their own. Like that's the second gen has not been given their grace to be separated from the association. And it's like the forget the next Michael Jackson. How about the next Jafar Jackson?
Right.
Paris Jackson. Like let them be their own person. Like let them be their own individual. You will hear some similarities, sure. But mm-mm. I hope they just give him a shot just to be his own artist, period.
He was on track to be his own artist, and I believe that. And I don't know for sure. I've never seen him say it, but I believe that he put his own career on hold to make this movie happen. And I do appreciate him for that because he was making music. He did one performance, and it was like a private event or something like that. No, actually, I take that back. He did one over in I think Asia, but yeah, he's definitely got his own swag because we saw he got his own dance style. It's not like any other Jackson I've seen. It wasn't like he was breakout dance. You remember like he was in the jean outfit and he had the little bop, like he was like
Mhm.
walking and like dancing out. Yeah. So he definitely has his own thing. There are a lot of similarities with him and Michael though. But like for example, he can draw. Michael can draw too, but they have two different styles of drawing. They have two different styles that they draw. Like Michael's was very like line focused, precise and stuff. Far's a little bit different. So yes, we can acknowledge that they are family. Yes, we can acknowledge that even some of the siblings got inspired by their own siblings. That does
Mhm.
not mean they're going to be the next this, the next that, the next Michael, the next Janet. They need to be able to be in their own lane, and I don't think it's fair when people try to force it, because when you force them in a box that's not theirs, that's when you put limitations on them.
Mhm.
That's not right. Everybody has a right to be themselves.
Mhm. And I don't think they've. I think that's where I get a little frustrated, because it's like it's okay. Like for example, um, 3T, their famous uncle's Michael, but they also have a famous dad Tito. Like it's okay to focus on Tito and Michael, but also make sure you focus on actually them. They're artists, like they're artists. So it's
Mm-hmm.
like this is where we go wrong, or I don't know. Like I don't think I've ever asked any other Jacksons, and any time I've ever got to talk to them for real about Michael at all. I'm like, I'm talking to Latoya, I'm talking to Rebe, I'm talking to Prince. Like, I want to know about them. Um, I feel like I can never get tired of enough Michael Jackson stories. But with the family, I rather just focus on them. Like I love, like for example, Travis Payne. That makes sense because this is someone that worked with Michael, so that would be a great Michael story. But like what I liked about the MJ Fangirl interview, she asked questions about him as well, like how did you get in the industry, and da 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 and da da, and then it circled to Michael. And of course that makes sense, especially for a Michael Jackson channel. But when it comes to like the family, like remember the last interview with Tito? I'm like, you could have asked more
Mm-hmm.
questions about Tito. Just my opinion.
Yeah.
And then now that Tito's no longer with us, I'm like, God, I wish you spoke more about his album, or what was his favorite tracks, da 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 da. Da. But
Yeah, that's what people have to realize. At some point, it's going to be people's time to leave, and people are not going to be here forever. And I don't think that interviewer meant any harm, because he has a good relationship with the family, I believe, because he did an interview with TJ.
mm-hmm.
But I just think I think some people get so excited. Also, at the time, Tito was still there, and we were just only having to miss Michael. But now looking at it, it's as unfortunate as it is. I hope with Tito's passing, we learn to cherish them as individuals, as a family as a whole, of course, but as individuals too. That way, when people's time comes, it is memorialized, and you can go back and look and see what they got to say about themselves, or their own thoughts about certain things and stuff.
Yeah. Like I prefer, I think TJ is one of the best people, like, and even Taj, I prefer if Michael is brought up is because they brought them up, as opposed to me asking about Michael. Now I'd rather it be in that way. Like for example, I always talk about my mom, not because she passed away, because if you've ever spoken to me, I always talked about my mom. Like I knew my mom was a hero even when she was alive. So I'm not gonna talk, like stop talking about my mom because she passed away. When I talk about her, that's just me. She's part of my legacy. I'm part of her legacy. Like we always talk about Melanie. By the way, her death anniversary was what, 5 days ago, because
Mm-hmm.
Melanie was such a huge impact on New York and Michael's legacy. She embraced Tori out the gate, barely even knew Tori, but she took Tori under her wing. So it's just like, that's when it's relevant, when the person organically brings it up. But if I'm talking to TJ, um, and he has a brand new single, I'm going to talk about a single. Now, if TJ wants to bring up his uncle or his dad, that's fine. But I feel like I prefer you as the individual to bring the people that's on your heart to talk about. Because especially with TJ, he's very, very he reminds me of Michael. Like he there are pieces of things that all correlate together. There's always a story behind his stuff. So it's just like, we'll just let TJ talk. He'll tell you where if there's a Michael Jackson reference, or his father reference, or whatever, or what the influence of a song was. But no, everybody wants to be like, so what's Michael's favorite food? Why don't you ask TJ what his favorite food is? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Michael's questions are important, but I think just for those who get lucky to interview anybody for the biopic or any future projects in general, if you're interviewing Jafar, let Jafar tell you what he wants to share about his uncle in that way. Let's ask questions about Jafar Jackson. What was the process like? What did it take? How did it feel to have the prosthetics on? Like, let's ask questions about Jafar Jackson. Do you miss golf? Like, let it be.
Do you miss golf? It's crazy.
But people don't. It'll be like, so what do you remember about Michael? If Jafar brings that up organically, fine. But it's just constant. Let's not talk about you and your work. Let's talk about Michael. Let's talk about like what? Now, of course, asking Michael Jackson questions would be relevant to Jafar because he's playing Michael.
Yeah.
But you guys know what I mean. Sometimes it's not relevant and it just doesn't make any sense. And you're just like, okay. Like
I will say
that's sweetie.
The next gen, specifically with 3T, they don't mind talking about Michael. Like I remember one time Taj was on a station head and like what did he say? I think we were like, oh, we hope we can get like one of your songs charted, like 3T. And he was like, no, like we want to make sure the first gen is covered.
Yeah.
With like the charting and stuff, and then we can come. So there are some that don't mind. There are some that don't want to feel like they don't want to feel like they're put into that box, like I was saying. Like one of them, I will not name names. They did not mean any harm by this, but they're not even one of the ones that sing or anything like that, or make music. I think they just kept getting bombarded on Instagram about like your Uncle Michael, your Uncle Michael, your Uncle Michael, and they kind of just made a statement like that's not pretty much essentially saying like that's not all I am. Like yes, that's my uncle, but that's not all I am. So you just got to read the room and be respectful when read the room. When you know.
Yeah. It's because I was like at this point, especially when we're doing Jacksons that are second gens that are doing their own thing, or even the first gens. Hey, if anyone gets lucky enough to interview Marlon or Jermaine or Jackie, why don't we ask questions about them? Like it's how many questions can they answer about Michael? Like I said, it is relevant when it's Michael's birthday to ask Michael Jackson questions, and the brothers are representing their brothers. That's exactly when you ask a Michael question. But if it's a regular interview, oh snap! I got I got Marlon Jackson, the king of body rolls. Like yo, like how do you and I ain't gonna lie, Marlon Jackson is the king of body roll. He ate that. Like do your thing, bling bling bling. But no one asked that kind of stuff. Yo, listen, if anybody sees, if you guys made it past 2 hours and 18 minutes, yo, get Tori to interview any of the Jacksons. She's going to ask you Jackson questions about you and your projects because she knows. Oh, snap. Good night. Actually, we need to wrap it up too. So, Tori, before we wrap it up, anything else you want to say? Oh, by the way, Jafar's Got Me Singing got 10 million views on his video. Whoever gets lucky enough to interview Jafar, please ask about Jafar's career, bruh. Please.
Listen, please. Jafar, I'm ready. I'm ready.
You're ready.
I'm ready. I got my questions. I promise you, I'm ready. I have my questions. Okay, I might have to narrow them down, but I got them. I got them. Okay.
Oh, I this up, but read the comments. No.
Hey, Leah.
Ooh. I need to book a movie with Leah and have some Leah tea. Don't mess with New Yorkers. That's what I'm gonna say. Don't mess with New Yorkers. All
Oh,
right, guys. Friendly reminder. Even though the snowstorm, thank God, did not hit as bad as it did in places like Russia. It did hit pretty hard. This made me realize, have all your chargers, generators, all these things accessible. I had to look all over the house for my generator. You know, if nothing else, this is a warning. Our weather is aggressive. Like sometimes these rains be knocking out power lines. Take this stuff serious. And as we come, what's coming up next? Prime discount. And sometimes there's a special sale in April for generators for Earth Day. Get a generator in your house. They are expensive, but sometimes they go 50 to 60% off during like Earth Day week or something. I only say this because I'm very, very intuitive with just stuff like this. Because my friends are like, what you got a generator for? I'm like, you don't have a generator? Like, what are we talking about? Now I only have a little one, but my next one, I want to be like 1,000 or 2,000 watts, like for a refrigerator or something. But point is, make sure you have, where your chargers are, your flashlights. Like, make sure. I was like, yo, I was not ready for this storm, bro. Like, I'm ready now. I'm ready to I'm still laughing on what's above it. I'm like,
it was the last line for me.
Awkward. Listen, we're not gonna put the screen up, but
be careful. Be careful. Even in this fandom, be careful.
Yes, we talk about that all that time. Like, there's some fans that overstep, but I'm like, I don't think they get it. We're messy. We will blow your spot up. Like, what are we doing? If you, like, for example, we just spoke about this earlier in the live. If you don't like a particular Jackson, it's okay just to be quiet and just don't follow that Jackson. There's no need to be messy. We already got the media being messy. So how are we a fandom attacking the family? Make that make sense? Like, I get it. You may not like everybody. That's fine. Or maybe one might be ruder than the other. Like, observation. I noticed the first gen is very different from the second gen. The second gen will clap back in ways that you wish you didn't come for them. So, like, I don't understand this part. Like, if you're here for Michael, it's okay only to be here for Michael, but we're not going to attack their family. That we're not going to do. Just don't follow their family if that's not what you want to do. And don't follow YouTubers that support the family and then try to talk crap about the family. And then they want you to like, oh, I agree with you. No, dumb. The whole channel is called I Love the Jackson Family. So I'm not going to have an issue with the family. Even if I had an issue with a family, I would have enough common sense to keep that to myself. That's called maturity. So like, it's like, why are we being messy? Literally, the media is so unkind to this family. Why would you add that toxicity to the family? This is weird. You don't have to like them as a fan. You don't have to be a fan of the Jacksons, but I don't see the point of hating them either. Though. If you don't like a particular one, that's fine. Chill out. It is what it is. I'm like, I know a lot of fans that just like Michael or just like Janet or just like TJ or just like Austin. That's not the problem. The problem is when you come after the ones that you don't like. Just don't follow them. This is not that hard. It's not that hard. Like, oh, okay, I don't like this one. Cool, don't follow that one. Life goes on. They won't miss you if you're going to be toxic. That's for sure. It's like, what? Chill. I'm ready to expose. Ooh, listen. I know. I said, and what I try to warn people about New York fans. We are the sweetest people and equally the meanest. You could try us if you want to. I was like, And I'll leave it right there. I was like, right? If you ain't got nothing nice to say, right? Don't say nothing. I get that. I'm like, you don't have to like them all, but just unfollow the ones you don't like. This is not my rocket science. Y'all are messy. I want to get off, but it's like a soap opera right now.
Man, I want to be nosy. I I want to know,
I
but
want to
I
sign
can't.
off, but I was like, it looks like there's a lot of warnings in here. Mm-hmm. Wow. Wow. Mm-mm-mm.
Wait, what?
Mm-mm-mm.
What? Oh my
Mm-hmm.
God. Now that is, I understand. I understand why you got bucked. Cause what? Okay.
It make sense.
All right.
Ooh, wee. Well, we're gonna leave on that note. Please stay warm. Don't go outside unless you need to go outside. Once it got to ice snow, that's when I felt my soul. Like I was about to cry. I was like, bro, it was painful. You know, if nothing else, watch Sinners on Amazon Prime if you have that. And yeah. Oh, and watch MJ Fangirl's latest video with Travis Payne. Anything else?
Not that I can think of.
Don't come from these New York, Florida fans, yo. Yo.
I'm scared of New Yorkers. I keep getting drawn to New York though. Like I keep having like friends and stuff that are from New York.
No, I'm keeping it real. We're sweet, but we have two sides, and I don't think people get that. I don't care how cool we are. It's like, don't mess with us, bro. That's all I'm saying. Good night. Good. Because I was just like, because they be coming like, oh, you guys are idiots or you're naive. You could try if you want us. And then it's like New York, they will put you on blast in a second and let the whole world know you suck. And I'm like, I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna give this person grace, but y'all might want to hit the comment section. That's what I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit the comment section.
Where's Rocky? Let me stop.
Because I'm not gonna lie. But did she lie? That's what I'm gonna say. Did the person today lie? That's what I want to say. And it's like makes sense, huh?
Wait a minute. Does this mean that this was on a Jackson platform?
Probably.
Oh, that's terrible. Oh, that's horrible.
But it's so funny. Like we were just saying this like an hour earlier about like why are we attacking family members? Just unfollow the ones you don't like. Stop. Like how could you say you love Michael when you attack their relatives? Come on. Or place blame for things that were out of people's control. Come on. Do better. Do better. We're going to end on that note. We are going to end on that note. Do we have to leave the platform? Do we have to like play? I got rid of it already. I was going to play the teaser again, but I got rid of it. It is what it is.
Oh. Hey, Rocky. It was on. Oh, she's. The flabbers are gasted.
I knew one day she'd get the right one. It was Leah. I didn't see it being Leah, but I knew eventually somebody would get mad with this person. What I hope is that Jafar has been taking notes and learned from his uncle's experience on how to deal with the media and not let them walk all over him. I think he took notes, but I'm going to be honest. I think social media is disgustingly brutal. You have to have a whole different skin for social media. I think Jafar will be okay because he's from the era of it. But I actually think they might have it worse because social media is around now. Michael didn't have that. I mean, he had it, but it wasn't like as big as it is now. It's a line of trust. For now, I won't be able to go there from money issues, but honestly, a lot could happen in a month. I had nothing sold on eBay this month. Like I think last month I made 500. If I can do another 500 between now and then, sure. But I'm trying my best to stop spending new money. I try to use my own stuff to pay for new stuff. So we'll see. I think I know what I did wrong, so I will definitely fix the eBay issue. Because like one person, I had a product on there for 140. I paid 200 for it, and then they were like, "Oh, I'll give you $80." I'd rather you just not have it. Like, are you dumb? Like, so then I was like, no, 140 is the lowest. So I was just like, no, this person was like $100. No, like, and free shipping. No. Um, yeah, I don't know. Like, if I was Jafar, I would definitely take PR classes, because even if this movie is phenomenal, you still have unique obstacles that other people don't have, and you really need to be like super strong for this. Because we're MJ fans, and some days I just be like, damn, bro, will we ever get a real break from this? MJ may have been wait, MJ may have had his issues just like every other family, but that was still his family and he loved them regardless. Absolutely. Absolutely. But I think my problem with the fandom, and I'm not even gonna call them fandom, because you can't be a fan being this disrespectful to them. The people that are, I won't call them fake fans, they come at the Jackson family members in a way that is so disrespectful that if they met one on one, a fight would have been justified, a physical fight. So why do you come at the Jacksons in such a disrespectful way? Would you tell somebody this in their face? The answer is effing no. Like, what are we doing? And I'm like, it's not appropriate. Like, I don't get it. I'm like, would you go up to Jermaine and disrespect him the way that y'all do online? I don't think so. And even if you would, why would you do that? Be a better person. Like, it's fine if it's a little joke, but like you guys be coming for them. Like, oh my god, I think who gets it the worst, my opinion, is like Paris. Uh, I would say Paris gets it really bad, like really effing bad. And then y'all wonder why she don't want to mess with y'all. Because look how you coming out your face. Like, make it make sense. Like, and Paris actually loves the fandom, but somewhere down the line, I'm going to say around 2019 to be exact, people just started getting disrespectful with her. And then y'all got mad when she clapped back. No, we don't do that. You want people to show you love. I'm not talking about y'all in the chat. I'm talking about the people that think it's okay to be that freaking rude. But yeah, any closing thoughts, partner? With our big short live,
I think
I said I'm going to bed now.
I think you covered it, like with the whole situation. We'll call it that. You covered it. You reminded the people to be respectful. The Jackson need to utilize that block button a lot. No, me stop. Anyway, I think it's good.
I said, you're a fan and you thought it was okay to say that to his daughter? You're a fan? You said it to his nephew? Oh, you're a fan? And wow. I think one time somebody was mad at Catherine. I said, Catherine? Now the mom's the ops? Come on. No way. Yeah, Paris had to. She had to. I don't blame her for mental health reasons. I think Oh, what's up, Paige? What's good? Bum, 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 bum. I hope to see y'all soon. I mean, I see the fans are getting excited about what's going on with the Michael Jackson biopic. I'm just hoping some of this stuff does come to New York just in case I can't afford to fly out. I kind of got comfortable in staying in my own lane, and that's like, it's not that bad. Yeah, right. Make sense. But lately they come after the family members, and I'm like, why? Leah! MJ would have probably fought someone if they ever came at his mom. Yeah. Where's that clip where Michael and Janet was fighting a fan or paparazzi? Like they were literally fighting them, bro.
Oh, I think the I don't know, the police or security, I don't know who it was. They was being rough with the fans or something. And Michael, Janet, and Catherine, the quiet but mighties, they got Michael. He didn't mean to do it, but like I think he got real protective because I think Catherine and Janet was like yelling and pointing at him like, stop it. And then Michael kind of moved them out the way. And he really got him.
Janet, I was like, yo, don't mess with them Gary kids. Don't mess with them Gary kids. I empathize with Paris only because she lost so freaking much. And then it's like, how do you go from the kids being under the mask to the kids in front of the media? And I think in the beginning, people were very, very kind. It's exactly around 2019, I felt like the fans got super disrespectful to all his children and just the family in general. And then, of course, when everybody debunked whatever the issue was from that, things got better. But for some reason, like there's this weird bullying that was going on to Paris. And I'm like, and I mean, even for Paris, like even before, like y'all would get on the stupidest little things with her. And I'm like, yo, leave her alone, bro. So I'm just like, hey,
I gotta go.
I gotta go too. Thank you guys for the giggles, and we'll see you guys real soon. Thank you for watching this live or replay. Make sure you sub to this channel to get more content like this. Don't forget to like the video, share, and I will see you guys real soon.